make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Start the game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going downfield for the big play. He hauls it in and nobody's close. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Bruins are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for them.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Agbana. Oh, what a cut! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Brooklyn is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Fires to the right. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Tosses it incomplete. Wants to pass. Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Got room on the return. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14. Turning it on! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
There he goes! At the 20. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Oh, they're after him. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Now improvising. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge game. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Off play action on first down. Going deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this.
A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
You have got to have pass rushing and lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets one fly deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're working that left side.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Find my guys quickly. Know my matchups, get them the football, and let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Throwing on the rock. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. Hard running there. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he takes it in. gonna score. Touchdown, UCLA.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Now on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking downfield, and time is running short. It's complete on the right side. Bulldozes his way through. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Got his man quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Dead center perfect. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Longhorns are on the move. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to fire on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they're not on the same page there. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time.
They go back on the play. Now, fourth down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 17 over Florida State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Got a man. It's Whitaker. And he's brought down after a nice game. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
From the gun, the ground game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the give to the back. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speed to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Bruins. And that one will put them up here in the second half. This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on. This offense within striking distance.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Hauls it in. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He wants it all. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Smith. Still on his feet at the 40. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their... One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. From the gun, running back gets to give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up. He's loose down the middle. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Texas. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up and take it all the way back to the house for 6.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. back on the field, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Going to swing it on second down. Rushes on him. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got a step and just dusted the field. Texas fighting him through the air and on the ground. Reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Oh, it's picked off at the worst possible time.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd.
He lets it fly. It's complete. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all away. Touchdown, Texas! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Quarterback's got the first. At the 45 on his way. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this podcast.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. QB draw. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
4th down.